The feeling is, I think we played a good match, a solid match, where especially in the second half, we had very clear chances to open the scoring. I think we should have won the match. We had chances, we had good moments of play. We lacked the finishing touch that we usually have, because we created chances as we usually do. And well, in matches like this, where at times it was very even, scoring a goal changes or should change the course of the game. But even so, the whole team played with our usual style, with the same mentality as always thinking about the opponent's goal. And well, we had some very clear chances, especially in the second half. Regarding the substitutions or the change, when I feel that the team needs an alternative, we make the decision to change.
That's how we operate.
Here in the front, please. Good evening, Professor Juan Reyes from Puebla. In your team statistics for today's game, the team went up by the expected 2 in the first half, and in the second half, they increased elastically. However, the home team seemed to perform well, attacking as the championship pressure demands. How complex is it to solve or compete against a team that manages pressure so well?
Well, we expected a match where they could press us high up when we were building from the back at the start of our plays. Despite that, I think we understood the match very well, playing short passes so they would push up, forcing one-on-ones, and then playing to our number 9s. I think we did well, given the possibilities the match offered. Thank you. Well, and we attacked in different ways. First, we decided to attack with Efra and Richie inside, in behind their defensive midfielders, to receive the ball. And that's where they received it. In fact, Efra had 2 or 3 clear chances in the first half, where he drove forward, receiving the ball behind them and took a shot. Richie also had some plays. We did very well going from inside to outside, getting in behind and crossing. Then, because we knew that if Coutinho pushed up a lot, their winger would drop back and they would form a back 5, which was an option. Raul Martinez was supposed to come and mark Efra, which is basically what happened. But at one point in the match, we decided to attack that way, with Coutinho really high up, so their winger would drop back, get into their half, close to their box, to defend, and make it harder for them to transition, even if they have a lot more ground to cover when transitioning to attack. Well, in general, I think it was a good match. We played seriously, and I spread the minutes around too. Creating chances, always thinking about the opponent's goal, with the difficulties that each team presents. Even so, we had good chances, and chances to win the match.
Professor, how do you feel about your return on Sunday for the next few games? Specifically asking, Coach, what did you think of Oscar's league debut, who in the end had a very tough play? And I understand it's very early, very soon, looking ahead to Thursday's match. But what went through your mind?
Thursday?
Thursday? No, I misspoke. Saturday. During the week, did you consider making more rotations for Saturday, thinking about what's coming later on?
Well, I'll be adjusting it. I'll see how the players are doing on the day of the match or the day before the match. There are players who have been playing very frequently, and they've been putting in a great physical effort. We have a player out due to suspension, which is Luis Romo, so we won't be able to count on him. We'll have to look for a replacement there. Well, we'll see how we move forward. It's a very important match for us, and also for Tijuana, a real final, where we're playing to secure first place, and Tijuana is fighting for the chance to get into the top 8. Regarding Oscar, he had very little involvement, maybe more involvement at the beginning with his feet, and honestly, he did very well. And it's true that he made a save at the end. That was the only shot he faced. He was sensational. But it doesn't surprise me. I trust and I know that we have 2 very, very good goalkeepers. Tala, a national team goalkeeper, and Oscar, fully prepared and with the skills to be his replacement. That's why we decided that he should play today.
This side, good. Over here, facing front, very nice. That's good. To ask you, regarding the refereeing, over here we thought there really was support for the team. I don't know what you think about this situation. And also, to ask you about the safe class. I think they'll be ready for the next match. Thank you.
Thank you. Well, I don't talk about the refereeing. I don't talk about it because I have to talk about the game. I can reflect on my team's performance, but I don't talk about the refereeing. I don't have that habit and won't do it. I'm also not clear about that particular action, how it happened or what happened. I didn't see it, but anyway, whether it was right or wrong, I'm not offering any opinion on that. And regarding Omar, I think he'll be available for the next match. Seppu, we'll see if he makes it to this last match or not, depending on the level of risk involved. We can't afford to lose players. We also need Castillo to recover for this last match. Of course, but especially for what's coming. The squad will surely be reduced in terms of the number of players. So we have to avoid suspensions, we have to avoid injuries, which are also part of the game. But do everything possible, as we are doing, so that we don't have anyone unavailable. It's going to be decisive in the playoffs.
Buenas noches, Sports, 35 puntos, profe, una marca histórica de Chivas en torneos cortos. ¿Qué le dice que las Chivas en Milito ya quedaron movidos? Ahora faltan mucho, pero 35 puntos la cantidad más alta de unidades. ¿Qué le dice?
It's a great achievement by the players. There's one game left to finish and make a final assessment. But without a doubt, we've been very consistent. We've achieved many victories. Deservedly, with a lot of footballing merit, the team has shown great behavior so far in the regular season. Extremely consistent performance at home. The way we want to, the way we dream of winning.
Asegurar ese primer lugar.
To then face what's next, because a championship ends, but this goes on, and what's coming is the most important. This was also important, because if the players hadn't had the season they've had, we wouldn't have the points we have or the confidence we have today. But one competition ends, but the competition continues, and we enter the decisive final stage. That's where we want to be in good shape. Try to impose our style of play as we always do. And above all, to be able to go step by step, or rather, game by game. And the first goal at the start of the season was to have a good performance that would help us get points and win games, and to maintain it. We've done that except for a few specific games, especially two that we lost, against Toluca and Tigres. The rest of the games, honestly, the team has been spectacular, really good, at a very high level, which is not easy. In soccer, no, it's not soccer. And well, may it give us that security and confidence to face the playoffs, knowing that every game is like a final. There's no rematch. At that stage, there's no rematch anymore. In the regular season, you can recover, but once you enter the knockout phase, you have to play almost perfect games to get through the rounds or stages that you have to face.
It brings a lot. Well, that's all. Well, on the side, I've presented representation.
Well, in the usual way, that's what we are as a team, sometimes better, sometimes worse. But we have an idea that we hold on to, that we defend, and I feel that these guys can develop it, as they've been showing. Today, once again, they did it, so my congratulations to them. But at the same time, we know that this doesn't end here. This continues, and we want, or we will try, or we wish to become part of the history of this great club. And for that, we already know what needs to be done, which is the hardest part. But we have to try. Only those who try can achieve it. And we'll try using our own strengths, as we usually do.